like a couple minutes.
Couple minutes?
That sounds pretty natural.
That's super fast. Mine took me like 3 weeks. I kept on making these guys go first so I could go last.
So, without further ado, Yoshida-san.
Yep.
And we didn't do these in any particular order. Now, if you'd rather do it that way and count it down to your, we did sort of choose a number one, though.
We ended with our number one.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can read it out however you'd like.
And the only other thing I'll preface it with, too, is I'm curious to know what your sort of criteria is. Are these your favorite? Are they ones you think are, ones you'd recommend as the best? Are they sort of all those things?
Yeah, I'd like to, explain why, these games are on the top 10 list. So
Great.
let me start by the number 10.
Sure.
Okay.
This might surprise, people. It's Call of Duty 4, the Modern Warfare.
Yeah, that's on my list.
Oh,
That was
yeah,
on
I
my
remember
list.
that.
I love
Yeah.
that game. I thought it was fantastic.
The playing, I'm not the, particularly shooter fan, but the playing the single player of that game was amazing. The pacing and the presentations and the story and lots of surprises and I think that game, the single player, especially like kickstarted this, generations of, like a definition of big blockbuster titles. And actually that created some casualties as well because many developers felt compelled to try out something similar in their own franchises, and not all of them worked out, very well. But still, that's game defined.
Yeah, and it's interesting too that one people think of it as like a multiplayer game too, and that was a big multiplayer landmark, and maybe forget about the single player. But like you said, it has some amazing moments and really well paced.
Yeah. So I highly respect what they've done.
Great.
Number 9 is big title. It just came out, Grand Theft Auto 5.
Nice.
And this is only number 9 because I'm only into the game for like 3 or 4 hours. Actually, I've been pretty busy
Just a
with
little
something. So I can see this game can go up the ladder as I play more. It's for one thing, technical marvel on PS3. It's amazing, this game is running on PS3. Same can be said with other games like The Last of Us, and this is another example of what the great developer can get out of on the PS3. And on top of that, it's so funny. It's amazingly funny to play this game, and I don't want to spoil anything, but I'm looking forward to coming back to this game, after some events is over.
Especially with that in the humor and writing, like Rockstar really does sort of like skewering pop culture better than anybody else. I feel like a lot of other people don't even really try to do that, but they sort of mastered it. Like here's the world as it is, but let's make fun of like everything. It's sort of like South Park, where like nothing is sacred.
It reminds me a lot of that. It's this sort of cynical take on everything, but it's very tongue in cheek.
Nothing is, or like The Onion, where like nothing is off limits, and there's sort of it's sort of like impeachable, like you can't, or unimpeachable, like you can't really question anything they do. They just, because they skewer everything evenly, you can't complain. You can't say they like mocked one thing more than another. But
good list so far. Killer list.
Number 8. Our own title, Little Big Planet. Yeah, so like Call of Duty 4 started this blockbuster type development. Obviously, Little Big Planet kickstarted this user generated content, and we still have millions of people as a community enjoying the contents created by themselves, and it's amazing how people can use the tool to be very creative and do some amazing stuff. So obviously, Little Big Planet should be on the list of any influential games of this past generation.
Did you make levels as well? I know you're a big Sound Shapes creator, but did you make Little Big Planet levels too?
You are spoiling the...
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yes, I made a couple level. Maybe the first level I created with Little Big Planet was the two big baby characters because I had the twin babies born.
Right.
Aw,
So
awesome.
yeah,
They're super cute too.
thank you.
I've seen their photos.
Number 7, Persona 4 the Golden.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Great.
this game is such an amazing game. Yes, this game was originally released on PS2, but the how the developers put a lot of effort to add content and make use of the new PS Vita features. How they use the network features. Like asynchronously, you can help with each other, or synchronously, whatever the game shows how developers cares about their work. And I'm not a big JRPG player actually. I was when I was younger. Like everybody. I grew up playing every single Dragon Quest or Final
Probably have
Fantasy
less time now.
games. But I've been out of this genre until I tried Persona 4 Golden. I spent 80 hours
Wow.
plus.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so highly respected, and I cannot wait for what's next from the team.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Number 6, Sun Shapes.
Sorry.
Look at
So actually, this is my top of the list from games from PS Vita. This is my
Wow.
personal best PS Vita games. Yeah, of course, it came out on PS3 and it's coming out on PS4 as well. But when you have PS Vita and use headphones and play this game, you can lose hours. When you are making levels and creating music as well as a game. So it's amazing how things can be made. Oh, actually, I don't know when this podcast is coming out, but when PS4 version comes out, the game is updated with the additional contents.
Oh, it is?
Milk crate. And I was invited to do my own milk crate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
wow.
that will be on the on the game community section. So
That's amazing.
Exclusive. We have a
Exclusive.
broadcast exclusive.
yeah, so please try it out. I selected variety of different type of awesome levels.
That's great.
So,
Do you have a favorite level or group of level in the campaign? Like the favorite artist?
oh yeah, actually the very first level
Oh,
is
yeah.
still my favorite.
Yeah.
And it's my daughter's favorite level as well. Yeah,
Awesome.
because the game gets difficult very quickly. But the very first level is so nice and mellow and rhythmical and pretty. It's
Yeah.
great for girls.
Yeah.
So that was number 6, and number 5 is Uncharted 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I still remember the E3 demo
Oh yes.
of that.
How could you
levels.
forget, right?
Yeah. I was busy picking up my jaws, right? Like
Yeah.
everybody. And wow. Yeah. So like Call of Duty 4, this game unfortunately had too much of an impact to some of the other developers, and some, not all developers worked out this amazing edge of the seat kind of experience. But of course, Uncharted 3 is great as well. But in terms of impact to player, myself as a game player, Uncharted 2 is such a memorable.
And it was a really big
Yeah.
leap from the first Uncharted as well.
Yes,
Really
that as well.
turned everything up. Yeah.
And number 4, no surprise, The Last of Us.
Oh, it's only on number 4 now?
Yeah, this game is amazing. Not only that the game is very tense and scary, but also the depiction of the relation of the characters and how you grow to feel for these game characters. That's amazing what the Naughty Dog have done, and obviously I cannot wait for what's next from the team. So it's my number 4.
This is a great list.
Yeah, I love
I'm on the
this
edge of my
list.
seat myself. What's next?
And next, actually, there's no number 3 because I have tie for number 2.
Okay.
So they are Demon Souls and Dark Souls.
I did that too on my list.
Yeah, so I admit I spend hours and hours during the day in the office and at home. When Dark Souls came out, I was going 2 accounts at the same time and spent 80 hours on the account I had at home and maybe 50 on the one during the office. So people may ask me, did I work? I don't know. And also I was checking out the YouTube video of people playing the game because this game is perfect to learn from other players how to attack the same situation with very different strategies. That was really fun, and lots of things these games in Demon Souls and Dark Souls did, like leaving the message to other people asynchronously, so you feel connected but not really connected at the same time. All these things inspired us when we are designing the system features for PS4.
That's interesting. I was going to kind of make that connection, but I didn't want to go out on a limb. But it sounds kind of,
yeah, like a sharing feature.
Yeah.
Because I enjoy so much watching, people playing Dark Souls on YouTube. And so, these games, still, have a special place in my memory.
Would you invade other people's games?
Well, I got invaded.
I got invaded, but didn't do any invading.
Yeah, so it was funny when I was playing the game in the office hours, right? Yeah, so I got a phone call or something. So I was picking up the phone and I forgot to pause it, and I just left my characters, alone. And when I finished the call, my characters dead. Someone came into and killed my character.
Someone out there killed poor Shuhei.
Yeah,
Terrible.
I was punished by playing games during the office hours. Anyway, so number 1.
I'm dying with tension here. I don't know what this could be. My
I have a
mind.
guess.
You have a guess? Don't spoil it.
I won't
but-
spoil it. But
Yeah, so I disagree with Sid on this. My number 1 is Journey.
there you go.
Oh,
nice.
Good choice.
wow. Okay.
Yeah, so it's rare but so special when you encounter a game during your playthrough, naturally the tears comes out. You are so moved, you are so influenced by what happening during the playthrough. Like, it's coming back to me. It's personal because when I was playing the game towards the end, I was thinking about my grandmother, who passed away a couple of years ago. So that had enormous impact on me emotionally. And it was just 2 hours or so, but I still remember, the playthrough. And one of the things the Genova talked about during his speech at DICE was how he got a letter from girl, who lost her father, but during the process of her father dying, she was playing Journey, and she felt that she was going through that journey, with her father, and she was able to kind of overcome the difficulty. So that's my very emotional, number 1 of the last generation.
Thank you for sharing it with us.